This is the intro. Hello, Doodlebugs. It's Mary here. It's a sketchbook tour. Every year during the month of October, artists flock to the internet to challenge themselves for a 31-day art challenge. For years past, I've done Inktober. This year, I kind of did my own TOBERTOBER challenge because I just didn't, I don't know, I'm a rebel. I do my own thing. So in this video, I'm going to take you on a tour of all 31 drawings from the TOBERTOBER Daily Challenge. And at the end of the video, I'm going to share with you my art supplies that I used to make these and point you to some tutorials if you're looking for more info on that stuff. Everything I talk about is going to be linked in the description below. My only goal was to draw every day. I needed this challenge. I needed to get back in shape. I needed a routine. I needed a training montage. It was truly a delight to do it this year. I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoy this tour. Without further ado, boop. Welcome, Doodlebugs, to my daily prompt list for the TOBERTOBER monthly drawing challenge. This page not only was a way to organize what my daily prompts would be, but it was a bit of a warm-up to center the style, to ground the style, so when I would jump into the next page, I just kind of used this as a bit of a warm-up. Also, I've got my daily prompts and I've got them color coordinated according to which ones I need to color, which ones get shipped out. We'll move on to our first page. This was also a warm-up. This was not necessarily a part of the daily drawing. I did it just beforehand, again, to get the feel for the materials. This was liquid ink, and then I've got a white pen here that I use to just fill in these details, add some little mushrooms. I've made my own personal theme. I decided it would be magic, so in case I didn't get all the prompts filled, or if I was at a loss, at least I would have this theme at the core of every drawing. And then it was kind of fun seeing what prompts came out randomly and how to fit the two ideas together. It's kind of my favorite part about making drawings, just working it out, figuring out what the destination is. All right, this is day one. Day one was Space Cats from Space. Thank you, Millie, for the suggestion. So I decided to depict the lore of Space Cats coming to Earth. Here's our kitty Moeller, and the Space Cats are descending to this little cabin here out in the middle of nowhere, and this cat lady figure who is awaiting their descent. The question is, was she hoping, wishing, praying for cats to come, or did she recognize the signs and knew that, oh, space kitties are coming? Beep. Day two, this is a frog or a toad riding a snail, I believe was the suggestion. Wow, smoking a pipe, that was necessary. Thank you, Liz, for the suggestion. And I wanted to, with this one, play with keeping the lines clean and simple, minimal. And then this day, I just kind of felt like doing a wash. Day three, this was ghost pumpkins and skeleton demon horses. So, did that. And I think this is where being a horse girl really paid off. You know, I've had many years of experience drawing and painting horses. Not to say that these are the greatest horses in the world, but it's always fun to go back to a subject that you've just kind of gone over so often that like your hand has remembered it like an old friend, like an old lover. Ah yes, this is Mysterious Poof, painting in entirely liquid India ink except for the white marker. That was my white manga marker that I've fallen in love with. So this, with that suggestion, I drew this character from a movie that I'm trying to remember the name of it. Is it Save Yourselves? ! It's kind of like a fun little indie comedy, you know, in the vibe of Shaun of the Dead, about aliens that come to Earth, and they look like mysterious poofs. Ah yes, this is a velociraptor, which every time I say that out loud, I suddenly feel like I'm talking about lobsters. Velociraptors. Okay, no, don't do the Boston accent. You're not gonna make it. The art speaks for itself. Kid Robot was the prompt, which immediately conjured up images of a 90s children's cereal commercial. So I wanted to capture that essence in this piece of depicting a kid robot having a tubular time going through the city. His mom must be out of town. Bats. So the prompt for this one was bats. And with this piece, I wanted to try and loosen things up. I think I was in a hurry. No, I just kind of wanted to try like something minimal, less is more. So this just started as splatters, just splatters, and then justified the bats. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yes, this is all justification for just throwing water and ink on the page, and I have no regrets. Catastrophe. The prompt for this day, whatever day we're on now, was catastrophe. I think this piece speaks for itself. Perhaps I was a little influenced by The Fifth Element. That was the film I fell in love with Gary Oldman. Bouquet. And with this one, I really felt like going dark, doing really dark background. This is all liquid India ink. I'm falling in love with drawing on black. White on black now is, it's something I've always felt forbidden to do for whatever reason. Don't ask me where that trauma came from. Oh, and I did do, I didn't like the first go of that one. There was a do-over. Ah, yes, this one was Doodlebug. The suggestion was Doodlebug. So it brought to mind a skull. I don't know. It was October. It's October, you know? It's Halloween time. It's a Doodlebug. This is what I think of when I think of you, Doodlebugs. So thank you. Headless Horseman. Classic Headless Horseman piece. Again, very thankful I'm a horse girl and I know horse anatomy, and then completely disregard it when I just throw ink on the page. I've been playing fast and loose lately, so it feels good. It feels fun doing just like washes, especially with a daily challenge like this. I remember when I got to this point, I just wanted to quick throwdown. Yeah, it's all about having fun. It's about playing. It's about love and friendship. The prompt for this page was friendship. So I did kind of like this weird, I realize I've been drawing these wolf characters for years now, but my dog looks a lot like this. So it's kind of a drawing of my dog, and I don't know, maybe me. That's my self-portrait for the year. Friendship, friendship, it's the perfect blendship. When all the friendships have been forgot, ours will still be hot. Starry Night. I love this suggestion. It was so freeing and liberating, especially when you're doing a daily drawing challenge. Halfway through the month, you're gonna hit a wall. You're gonna hit a point where you're just tired. And I remember around this time I was scrambling to catch up, I think. So it was just nice, again, doing a big old wash, big old squash, and just stars everywhere. Mars Attacks. I think the art pretty much speaks for itself. You're welcome. I think this is where I'm leaning into Doodles, by the way. I've decided that I want to play around with doodles and patterns and dots. Why deny my name? Ooh, an owl that can see the future. Behold the past, present, and future, gripped in the talons of the owl that can see the future. So far into the future that it can see into the past and the present. It's a very present owl. It meditates. It's, you know, conscious. It's there. It's looking you in the eye while having dinner and not at its phone. Vaudeville Clowns. I'm not gonna lie to you, I dreaded this one. I really dreaded this one. I was so upset someone would suggest this. But then I did some Googling, and I kind of really enjoyed the pictures that were coming up. And particularly, I gravitated toward images of female clowns, like throughout history. So I just made them all female or feminine intended, is what the artist says. But of course, you're the observer, so you see whatever you want to here. This, the suggestion was draw I believe a cute creature dressed up scary, or a scary creature dressed up cute. You decide which one it is. This is the Grim Reaper cat reaping a cat soul. You can see he's got this little kitty scoreboard, and we've hit our 9th life. And I just kind of threw in this feather on the scythe because it felt right. You know, you just kind of, even the Grim Reaper cat knows that you can't make a cat come to you on its own. It has to decide. So I like to imagine the Grim Reaper cat needs some sort of lure to get those souls out of those little kitty corpses. Don't know how he died. Oh, this is Upside Down World, which I kind of like threw it back to the Starry Night vibe. And this one was ordered to be colored. And okay, so this used up, this one was a way of figuring out which one of my Copic markers needed refilling, which is why I decided to go with this kind of stained glass look. Because otherwise, just, if you've ever markered over a large space, you know how streaky and weird it gets. So I decided to just kind of do it in chunks and play around with layering the colors, which is so different from everything else in this sketchbook. Every time I flip to this page, I'm like, wow. Wow. Oh gosh, this is a very Hellboy Magnolia-ish inspired thing that, not intentionally, it just kind of came out that way. The prompt suggestion was a sexy pinup. Sexy, scary pinup with extra cheesecake. That's why I have that page to reference. Someone's gate. Someone told me how to pronounce it. It is so Gaelic, it is unspeakable. Thank you, Bear, for the suggestion. In your honor, I drew a bear coming out of a help portal with cats. Because I know you, and I kind of feel like that's what your soul was calling out to. And as the artist, this is what I channeled. I channeled this. No take-backs. Tlaquacha. 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 Tlaquacha? Tlaquacha. 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 The prompt for this page is Tlaquacha. Thank you, Tlaquacha99, who joins the Sip and Sketch live stream every Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. They left this prompt of, I learned it's like a possum. I found like the mythology that like it went and chased the sun or something like that, or got too close to the sun, which is why they have these little rat tails, because their tails got burned off. So I decided to make the Tlaquacha a magician, like the tarot card. It's a very esoteric, cute animal. Speaking of esoteric, cute animals, the Addams family as forest creatures. Okay, so I get super intimidated by likenesses and having to match things. Lately, I haven't always been that way, but I guess I've just developed this fear. So I was a little nervous about doing this one. I did this with the pocket brush pen. Just my goal was, okay, let's knock this out. Let's go, act like it's a comic strip. Really just try to nail it and I think it worked. I think also the hardest part was determining, they're all going to be different animals. They're for different species, which really threw me off because they're a family, but I'm not gonna get into that. I like how Pugsley looks kind of like a demented Pooh Bear. All right, a lot of Donald Ducking happening here. Go dark. Go dark. Dehydrate. De-illuminate. This is a piece that I think speaks for itself. So just consider it for a moment. Leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about this issue in particular, and fight with somebody else who also made a comment about this particular piece, and carry on an online rivalry with them from here on out. Gentleman Jackalope. Always down to draw a jackalope. And I wanted to give a nice tidy little border, but of course the straight edge, the ruler, as some would call it, kind of smeared with ink. So I just did it again and again and again. It was a mistake until it became a pattern. Frankenstein tea time. And so it was really fun just designing. I picture they're in the solarium with all their exotic little house plants in the mansion, enjoying their tea by the window. Really delighted by that one. I want to be there with them, gabbing. They look like such fun friends. Speaking of fun friends, this is the Loch Ness Monster from space. And again, referencing a little mythology, sort of like space cats from space. You know, they're all from space, but when the Loch Ness came, it didn't descend from a mothership because they don't have a mothership. There's no Mew pun. There's no Loch Ness pun for the mothership. So the Loch Ness was fired off of its original planet into space and descended to Earth as the asteroid, which caused everything to die on the planet, almost. You know, the dinosaurs, you know, the big guys, the giants, the frost giants. But then you know, we got the Loch Ness Monster. Scientists, mad scientists. Thank you, Lindsay. I would like to think these mad scientists were trying for years to have a baby. To have a family is really what it's about. They wanted to start this family, and they finally got their family all in one monster. I love it. It makes me want to be adopted by them. And yes, that's a Dr. Strangelove reference. Okay, so what was it? Human pumpkin? What were you? You're human jack-o'-lantern. Why? I'm really upset about the suggestion. I'm really upset about this character. No onion relation, just pumpkin. Now, let's talk about your banking options here at Wells Fargo. Oh God, this is the moon. What? With a full moon. If ever there's an opportunity for me to draw a butt, be warned, I will take that opportunity with both hands, closed fists, and I will not release my grip until I am dead. Because I am an artist. Anyway, this is a werewolf transforming. And again, I was trying a little bit of that stained glass effect with the Copic marker. And finally, I remember what it is. Skeletal Conspiracy. This is the last and final and end of the daily drawing challenge. And I love how this turned out so much. I kind of want to make this a print. It feels chuggy enough to turn into merch. So let me know what you think. If this is something that you would wear or gift to your mother or your father or your step cousin, let me know in the comments below. Friendship, it's the perfect blendship. And there you have the TOBERTOBER Daily Drawing Challenge of 2021. Tons of fun. Now your life is better. Yay! You did it! Applaud yourself. You made it to the end. As I said in the beginning of this video, I'm going to share some of my art supplies that I used to create these drawings. I hope you enjoyed watching this tour. I enjoyed making these drawings and doing this challenge Personally, it's been kind of a funky couple of years and I've been feeling creatively drained. I feel like this year's TOBERTOBER challenge really just put a fire under my seat, and it meant the world to me to see all the support from you guys. I'm not crying. I'm choking on my own spit. So thank you for your support. Especially thank you to Dawn for suggesting that I sell off prompt slots for a profit. And thank you to everyone who purchased a prompt slot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your support is helping for this channel to grow and these doodles to continue. And you who are watching this are also supporting, watching, subscribing, commenting, sharing. All that stuff is the most supportive thing you can do for YouTubers. You can also go to patreon.com/merrydoodles to lend some more support there. Also, look for new art prints and merchandise coming up with some fresh new designs. Everything I'm talking about is going to be linked to in the description below, including art supplies. Speaking of art supplies, for those of you who are curious as to what I've been using, this sketchbook is the Strathmore Vision sketchbook. I ripped the main cover off, but this set of sketchbooks comes with this cover page, which I think is kind of a ploy to get you to like draw on it and hashtag it or something. They haven't given me money to do that, so I won't, because I only do art for money. The purest reason to create. It's kind of a fun design idea because you rip off the main cover and now you can make your own cover to your sketchbook. And as someone who historically has gravitated toward hardcover sketchbooks, I took a leap and I've gone for, this is a wire bound that I am wanting to explore more with what I'm doing. And with hardcover sketchbooks with the pages sewn in, I think that deters me from really taking risks and chances. If I can tear the page out and give it to someone or burn it, I feel like I'm gonna be more inclined to try new adventurous things. So on a bit of a dare to myself, I tried a very different sketchbook than what I'm used to, and I'm very happy. The ink I used is from Yasutomo. This is Black Sumi ink. The brushes I used are also from Yasutomo. They're based on a Chinese bamboo calligraphy brush. Ah yes, fresh plastic. They're not bamboo. I also used the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. My favorite pen in the world. This I used for anytime I wanted to get a drawing out and not deal with water and inks and cleanup. And my favorite feature of this pen is that this little guy is refillable. Oh, I am running on empty. Cool. That's okay, because I got like 4 refill cartridges banked in my closet. So there. And I mentioned in the tour drawing white on black. It's one of my new favorite things, and I've been using the Ito manga liner pen thing. Guy, girl, turtle, cactus. Now do you understand this art supply? I love it. And all these supplies, as I said, will be linked to in the description below if you want to get them for yourself. Finally, when it came to coloring these images, I used the Copic Marcus, a classic. Also in the description are links to tutorial videos pertaining to inks and Copics that I've made in the past if you're looking for some tips, tricks, guidance, or just inspiration. So there you go. As I said, links to those materials and tutorials are in the description below. Be sure to follow, stick around. Coming up in the next couple of weeks, we're wrapping up the year, so I'm going to bring to you some reviews of the year and some of my favorite art supplies, as well as coffee paintings, and we'll see if I do a self-portrait this year. Maybe those will come back. I'm still on the fence about it, so let me know how you feel on that one. Thank you again for watching Doodlebugs. It means the world to me to have your love and support. Mwah! I'll catch you next time. Bye.